Alright, what's up YouTube? As you can see, it is 88 degrees. So if the camera cut off after 1 or 5 minutes, understand the video might get broken into 2 or 3 videos. I had to delete out a lot of files, but my cell phone has a device, it has a tracking system to let me know that when it gets too hot, the cell phone will automatically turn itself off to prevent the battery being burnt out or damaged. It's for protection, so it might take all day for the video to get made. It might be 2 or 3 days. So keep your fingers crossed. Title of this YouTube video is called Sex Game Ride as Sigma or Alpha Car versus Motorcycle versus Truck. Now this is a new video. This is a new concept video. A lot of y'all enjoy my series, Sex Like the Animal Kingdom, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It contains 5 videos, 5 episodes. I have them on 3 different channels. Most people don't go to the reserve channel, better known as an emergency channel, and I made a completely new channel like 3 weeks ago. So if you go on my premiere channel and you see part 1, part 2, and part 5, and you say to yourself, where's 3 and 4 at? I have all 5 videos on the reserve channel and on my new channel that has a lot of space. So that answered that question. Now this video is new, and if this video is well received, of course, you know how I do my videos. I always give you a part 1, part 2, part 3, and if it's really good, it'll get a part 4 and a 5, maybe a 6. So I appreciate it. Everybody liked the videos of Sex Games, Sex is Like the Animal Kingdom, part 3, 4, and 5. This is a new series. Or you can consider this a prequel or a sequel to that series. Now, we're going to sit down and try to stay in one spot because obviously it's 88 degrees. It is that hot, okay, people? So don't be whining and complaining if the camera cut off 10 to 15 minutes later. You're lucky if I can get 20 minutes out of this before it decides to cut off. It's not on purpose, and then I didn't set the timer. It's just hot, okay? So you're lucky I'm in a cool space, and hopefully we get lucky today. So let's get into the video discussion and not waste any time, shall we? Alright, now a lot of times people always talk about alpha male, sigma male, and beta, right? Now I've done it in all 5 videos of my series. 5 videos, 5 episodes. We did it with animals, right? Well, we're going to do the same thing in this video and break it down with the math and the science. This time we're going to do it with cars. If this video is very well received, and I said very well received, it means it got to get anywhere between 20 to 50, maybe 55 views. And if it's that well received, we'll come back with a part 2 and I'll talk about clothes and how does your personality fit into your clothes. But right now we're doing it with cars, with vehicles. So when you be seeing the title, I apologize that the name of the title is called Sex Game Ride as Sigma hyphen Alpha Car versus Motorcycle versus Truck. Now in these pickup artists, dating coach boot camps, whatever they call this crap, in their 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour seminar, whether it can last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, they never, and I mean never, yes, like Chris Jericho, the professional wrestler, they never talk about the different variations of what is considered alpha, sigma, and beta. They talk about it, but they don't go into the way I'm going to see. What I'm going to do is freshen up the content. I don't want to talk about the same stuff over and over and over again. It gets boring. Well, here we're going to do it with cars, motorcycles, and trucks. Now, the math and science. Now, you see, most men get a car because they believe if they get a woman will pay attention, and for the most part, women will. But you see, you guys got to not get caught up in, it's women, it's also men that think about what kind of car, motorcycle, and truck you drive. By the way, this video is for both sexes, men and for women, young and old, black or white. So no one come here and say I'm sexist, I'm biased, I'm favoritism. The vast majority of you people understand, and there's like a small minority that, will get upset. Like my mom used to tell me, no matter how hard you try at 100%, not everyone's going to be 100% satisfied of all your videos, good or bad. So, yeah. Comes a time where a guy gets a car. And you see, I already told you there's like 4 stages to being an alpha male. Well, now I'm going to do it with cars. Now, when you first get your first car, right? Some of y'all might graduate from high school, college, and you might what's the word I'm looking for? You might need even save up a lot of money to get your first car. And sometimes your parents or grandparents will get you a car, but it's not your dream car. Each and every single one of us have our dream car, our dream motorcycle, or our dream truck, whatever that may be. And when you get your first car, the reality is when you first get into the game, you don't get what you see in the movies and television shows. You get a car that start off like let's see how you do good with your first car. When my dad first got a car, it was called a bucket, and he kind of was like a bucket. And his stepfather said, "Yeah, a bucket." And my dad like, "I can't get no women with this car." And they said, "That's not the point. The point is to see how well you handle under pressure. It's supposed to motivate you to do better in life, not just with girls and money, but in general. And sometimes somebody might do something to you, good and bad, and see how you react to things. Some people react very well. Okay, it's my first car. Of course, my first car is not exactly going to be great. My first house, my first apartment. When you go to the gym, the reality is you're not going to be big and strong like Chris Hemsworth, aka Mighty Thor, or Christopher Evans as Captain America, Steve Rogers. It might take you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years to get into the same type of athletic shape they look like in those Marvel superhero movies. It's not as easy as it sounds. It takes a while. There's a series of stages that you must graduate to. And usually most people graduate with a car. They get their first car, and a lot of people's laughing and making fun of them because it's their first car. Because the girl be like, "I ain't trying to get in the car," and a lot of guys be mad because they want to know why people want them to get the worst type of car, right? Because it's the first stage of becoming an alpha male, or you could say Sigma, right? It's the first stage of that, and it ain't until 5 or 10 years later when you get a better job. And sometimes it might take you to get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or 4 jobs before you finally get a very good quality car. That depends on how much self improvement and work you put in. So that's the first stage. First stage is usually the most difficult stage of all. Stage two, stage three, stage four. Those are I would say stage three and stage four is more the easier stages. Stage one is usually the first difficult stage of understanding how everything works. Stage two is usually it's just as competitive and difficult as the first stage. So your first 2 stages is called the learning curve, the learning tree. You've heard this term in high school and college your whole entire life. Some say the learning curve, some call it the tree of life. We call it the learning tree. Your first 2 stages are going to be difficult. When you first go to a gym,